Welcome back, dear listeners, as we now return to what has previously happened to our astronauts in this second installment of Exploration Europa!
Under blue moon I saw you, so soon you'll take me up in your arms, too late to beg you or cancel it, though I know it must be the killing time, unwillingly mine. Fate up against your will, through the thick and thin, he will wait until you give yourself to him.
Breaking news report. We are unfortunate to report that renowned Professor Richard Hawking, who has been found dead at his home this evening, with his cottage ransacked and valuables missing. It appears that the professor was a victim of a burglary that has gone tragically wrong. With no leads on the professor's murder, the police are requesting members of the public to come forth and aid them with the investigation. The professor was a brilliant man, dedicated to science, and his wormhole theories earning him the Nobel Peace Prize for Physics. His individual loss being a huge loss to humanity. Rest in peace, my good friend, Professor Richard Hawking.
That was such a close call there. I thought you were both going to be trapped down there.
Another 10 seconds, and that would have been the end of us.
Where am I? Am I dead?
It could have been much worse. Heck, even hell, Cyrus. But at least you're not dead physically, just emotionally scarred. Fortunately, you do appear to have suffered any brain damage, and your massive intellect will remain fully intact.
What? How did I get here?
We saved your life, Cyrus, that's how. John and I tracked you down to your secret icy cave.
You lowered me down into the hole you had gotten yourself into and pulled me out with you. It was a close call, and the aircraft could not be salvaged.
How did you end up down there, though?
I can only vaguely remember. I have finished my research for the day and started to head back towards the camp. It was then I heard a crack in the ice. It fractured and collapsed beneath me before I could react. The last thing I remember is falling into the abyss. My entire life flashed before my eyes in that moment, and then blank.
That is very interesting, Cyrus, but that is not what we're most curious about at the moment.
I don't understand. It was an accident.
That is possible, yes. But John found an artifact in your courier pack. Show him what you found, John.
Cyrus, does this look familiar to you by any chance?
It looks like a stone tablet. Something I imagine the Ten Commandments would have carved into. If indeed such events have ever happened, of course.
Would you kindly stop deferring from our questions, Cyrus? Where did you find it? And how did you even get it? Did you even intend to share this with us?
It was an interesting artifact, but I have not seen it before.
Oh, so it's a coincidence then! You just fall into an ice cave, and the tablet just happened to be there resting?
Exactly.
Oh, for the love of... Complete, Cyrus! We already suspected you of trying to sabotage the mission.
That's deformation. You have no evidence. You are just making false accusations. I have invested the last decade of my life into this mission. There is no way I would deliberate sabotage it and risk my own life unnecessarily.
He's got a point, Lee, but it does feel the dark forces have been working against us throughout the mission.
But then if the Egghead is innocent, who would do such a thing? Why would anyone want to sabotage this mission?
It's the Russians! I am sure of it. He has been working against me for many years in my aim to patient a new type of ion drive that will allow intergalaxy spaceflight.
Oh, really? What Russian? Oh. That guy. Of course you would say that.
You know him, Ling. He's your friend. When you studied at MIT, he even looks like he could be your brother.
What? Who? Sergei?
Precisely. He whispers into the ears of many people, pulls strings of the government officials. I don't know his intentions, but I am certain he is involved.
But how can that be? Sergei was such a friendly guy and antisocial. But he's not a psychopath.
Power changes people, but I know he has, for the last decade, been doing his best to slow down the project process, at least by legal measures.
But he's the head of the Institute of Space Propulsion Technology. Why would you even want to help with this project?
Now, his role puts him in the precise position where he has the final decision on which technologies are to be used for spaceflight propulsion. If he does not approve the technology, it is deemed illegal and therefore cannot be used by agencies and corporations in their spaceships.
That's quite a plausible theory, Cyrus. John, do you have anything to add?
Strangely, yes. I remember after I was recruited for the mission, I was approached by a Russian cosmologist. He claimed his name was Vladimir Ivanov and showed me official NASA identification to verify this.
Did he now? What did he look like?
I would say roughly 6 foot, Caucasian, completely bald, rough skin. I remember he was dressed in an expensive tailor-made suit, which I felt was unusual for someone in his position, but I wasn't concerned at that time. He also drove in a gasoline-fueled Mercedes, which must have been at least 100 years old.
Sergei always did have a love for classic cars, and that description matches his appearance perfectly, almost down to a T. This can't be a coincidence.
Probably an atlas. He is known as a man who likes to get his hands dirty when he wants. When did he want?
He said he was looking to gather research for the Europa mission, that this information would be analysed for useful resources such as deuterium.
But that's not an agency procedure. Did you not get suspicious?
Yes, of course. I advised him I was under oath at the time and was unable to speak in earnest in regards to the mission.
Let's cut to the point, John. What was he asking of you?
Okay, Doc, as you so demand, Vladimir or Sergei, or whatever his name is, asked me to insert a device into the server mainframe.
Probably a hacking tool of some kind, which could carry a virus, which could also, in return, hack the mainframe. What did you do about it?
I advised him I did not have authority to carry out this action. Despite trying to debate this, he finally left.
Did you not report it?
Unfortunately, no. Seems stupid in hindsight now. But I was doubting my decision to join the mission at the time.
From my experience and research, Sergei is a master spy and is capable of hiding in plain sight. Only those who have been direct effect of his darker alter ego have an idea of his true nature. He is also able to cover his tracks and his powerful friends to protect him. It was a mistake not to report the incident to UNASA, but you can not be blamed for the actions of Sergei.
And even now, I still cannot believe it. But it's also very possible that he could have been the one that got to 4. I will need to run some diagnostic scans to see if there is any malicious or unlisted software on the ship, as well as the hardware that's connected to the system.
That would be advisable. You also need to discuss his tablet. Cyrus, are you going to be honest with us now?
Now I have determined that neither you are involved in the sabotaging the mission. I am prepared to come clean. When monitoring for EM fields, I noticed a faint signal on my scanner. I used the half-track to move closer to the position, and unfortunately, this is when the incident occurred.
Once, Cyrus, I believe you. Do you have any idea what this tablet is?
It may look like a simple stone tablet, but it is actually an extremely sophisticated computer console that is most likely used to interact with advanced alien technology.
How does it work?
I am completely unsure of its operation. It is light years beyond our current level of understanding. I am able to determine that the device interacts with certain frequencies and sounds and light. It looks like it is missing a power source, or it is now depleted.
Did you even plan on telling us any of this?
I did not trust many people, Lee. I must suspect that the purpose behind Sergei's actions was to prevent humanity from finding evidence of extraterrestrial life, a discovery that would fundamentally change the understanding of the universe. Therefore, some powers on the Earth must already be aware of the aliens' existence and are trying to hide the knowledge from the general public.
Well, I am glad that you told me and John about this, Cyrus. But why now of all times?
I thought I was dead. You saved my life, when possibly I would not have done the same. I know I can trust you, or at least with the information, therefore it was right time to reveal the truth to you.
Well, we have that cleared up for now. Cyrus will need to rest for a while. I'm going to start preparing the final Roman course towards the drill site. Portable bridge will need to be unpacked from the lander. What are you going to do, Lee?
Well, I will need to run those diagnostics on the mainframe. We have to determine if the ship has been hacked by an unknown party. Personally, I don't feel like Foley was involved in any of this, because he did not live on the Earth. He was born of the belt, as he said. But there were many technicians who had access to the servers before the launch time. What I worry now is just how deep this conspiracy runs. Is it just Sergei and a few others, or has UNASA been infiltrated by a group of saboteurs right now, waiting to ruin us?
You may enter. Mr. Mikrio, welcome to our inner sanctuary. Please, take a seat.
Thank you, Master. You requested my presence, yeah?
Yes, my child. I would like to say that I'm pleased with your progress so far. You have become a great servant for the Hand, and one of the Professor's situation.
Ah, yes, my master. He was on a call to Mitchell. He was about to whistleblow on the existence of Atlantis. I reached his location and my team was able to cut the call. And I, your faithful servant, delivered the killing blow on him, swiftly and silently, as you requested, my liege.
Oh, swiftly and silently, you say. Then correct me if I am wrong, Sergei. Did this event not happen?
Cut the call, now! Yet! I did not realize that this had happened, Master. I will deal with the individual responsible for this immediately.
Enough! Now tell me, Sergei. Although your comrade has already been dealt with, how was it that my most devoted and experienced agent did not know that such an error has occurred?
Please forgive me, Master. I will ensure that this does not happen again. I swear it.
Understand this, Sergei. I can guarantee that there will not be a next time if you fail again. And by this I mean, this conversation shall not happen next time either. But if it does, you will be joining your former comrade in a grave. Is that not understood?
I understand, Master. No. Do you need anything else from me?
Yes. The news reporter, Mitchell, is starting to ask many awkward questions. Sooner or later, he may raise attention to some details that the Hand does not want revealed. Here is your mission, Sergei. It is to track down Mitchell and ascertain his current level of knowledge. If at any time with your friends to reveal the details of Atlantis or even our water, then he is to be killed on sight. Am I clear?
Yes, Master. Thank you for sparing my life. I will not let you down again. I live to serve the hand. Hail, Hades!
Good. Now leave, before I change my mind.
In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 35, ain't gonna need to tell the truth, tell no lies. Everything you think, do, and say is in the pill you took today. In the year 45, ain't gonna need your teeth, won't need your eyes. You won't find a thing to chew, nobody's gonna look at you. In the year 55, your arms are hanging limp at your sides. Your legs got nothing to do, some machine doing that for you. In the year 65, ain't gonna need no husband, won't need no wife. You pick your son, pick your daughter too, from the bottom of a long glass tube. Whoa, whoa. In the year 7510, if God's a-comin', he ought to make it by then. Maybe he'll look around himself and say, guess it's time for the judgment day. In the year 8510, God is gonna shake his mighty head. He'll either say, I'm pleased where man has been, or tear it down and start again. Whoa, whoa. In the year 95, I'm kinda wondering if man is gonna be alive. He's taken everything this old earth can give, and he ain't put back nothing. Whoa, whoa. Now it's been 10,000 years, man has cried a billion tears for what he never knew. Now man's reign is through, but through eternal night, the twinkling of starlight, so very far away, maybe it's only yesterday. In the year 25, if man is still alive, if woman can survive, they may find. In the year 35.
Far away from the ravine?
Not far now. Roughly 250 meters in the Roma. We have to go around the shard field first.
This would be a good time to run some final diagnostic tests. I want to ensure that nothing goes wrong this time.
Let me see. Do you think the ravine will be stable enough to support the bridge and the Roma?
Solid ice. What could go wrong?
The ice can move at any time. Also, fractures in the ice may cause sections to break away during the crossing.
That certainly needs to be taken into consideration. Any advice?
I will review once we are at the ravine. Other than that, move fast.
The bridge also has some additional dampers that extend further onto the land. In terms of stability, we should not have any problems in that regard.
Looks like we have it covered. Let's keep moving.
How far do we have left?
Hold on, Lee. We are almost there now. The ravine should be visible after we pass the shards.
So far, so good then, I guess.
We're here. Hold on, Lee. We are almost there. The ravine should be visible after we pass the shards.
So far, so good then, I guess.
We're here. Happy now. It's amazing how the surface glows at times. What causes that?
It's caused by gamma radiation emitting from Jupiter. It interacts with molecules within the ice, causing them to illuminate.
It's unique only to Europa, I believe.
Indeed, unique but also deadly. Our capsules keep us safe and under specific designed suits provide some protection, but long-term exposure on the surface would eventually lead to fatal radiation sickness. Fortunately, we were most likely protected this side of the moon.
Well then, Dr. Egghead, I suggest you remember that next time you decide to wander off and get yourself nearly killed and trapped inside an ice cave. Now then, let us deploy the bridge as fast as possible and get to that drill site.
I have moved the rover into position to deploy the bridge. I will need you two outside to help maneuver the bridge into its final resting place.
Don't worry, John, I know my job.
Why do I have to go?
I know it's not part of your responsibilities, Doc, but without fault, we need your help on this.
Okay, I'm on it.
Just be careful. That ravine is 30 meters deep. We don't want you falling in again.
I think I'll manage.
We're in position, John. Lower the bridge whenever you're ready.
Affirmative.
Hey! Watch out, Cyrus!
What's wrong now?
Cyrus almost got himself knocked into the ravine.
Not again. Even after I explicitly reminded him.
I'm fine. This is exactly my specialty. I normally delegate these tasks to technicians.
Oh, cry me a river!
Please, Cyrus, get into position.
I'm ready.
He's ready now.
Thanks, Lee. Just slightly to the left now. Good work, team. Now fasten the spikes.
Already on it. The bridge is pinned. We're safe to cross it.
Then get inside. We need to move fast.
John, I am the one who made you aware of the danger. Just drive. We have already re-entered the Roma.
Oh yes. We must all thank you for your insight during the mission, and also thank you for the upsetting experience where Lee and I rescued you from that ice cave.
Of course. I will forever be reminded of this one mishap.
Oh, don't worry. Your cynicism justifies this view of you, but we have more important concerns right now. Careful, John. One slip and we're done.
Let me focus, Lee. We're almost across.
What was that? Do you have a report, Cyrus?
My scanners are reading the building up of stress, activating in the area. At any moment, an earthquake could occur, disabling the ice sheet, and I suggest haste.
Don't worry. We are at the crossing now.
Yes, but potentially large blocks of ice could break away, or flip like an iceberg.
We are at clear of the ravine.
The seismic activity is almost at its peak, and earthquakes is likely to occur at any time.
I know what you said, dum-dum. And John, I said drive carefully before. But now would be a good time to put your foot on the gas and go!
It's electric, and I'm driving as fast as possible.
Doctor, how far are we from the nearest safe zone?
Not far now, roughly 50 meters by my estimation.
That's a relief, and I thought this would be the safest part of this whole journey.
You were wrong. Again.
Not the time, not the place. Let's leave until we are safe.
Correct, John. Earthquake is imminent.
Oh, come on! Cyrus! Please tell me you're joking. I, for one, don't want to die today.
I don't joke.
Is it cruel or kind not to speak my mind and to lie to you rather than hurt you? Well, I'll confess all of my sins after several large gins, but still I'll hide from you, hide what's inside from you. And alarm bells ring when you say your heart still sings when you're with me. Oh, won't you please forgive me, I no longer hear the music. Oh no. And all the memories of the pubs and the clubs and the drugs and the tubs we shared together will stay with me forever. But all the highs and the lows and the twos and the throws, they left me dizzy. Oh, won't you please forgive me, I no longer hear the music. Oh no. Well, I no longer hear the music when the lights go out. Love goes cold and shades a thousand strange lights in my mind, it's all too clear. Music when the lights come on, the girl I thought I knew is gone. With her my heart it disappears. Well, I no longer hear the music. All the memories of the fights and the nights and the blue lights, all the kites we flew together, I thought they'd fly forever. But all the highs and the lows and the twos and the flows, they left me dizzy. Won't you forgive me, I no longer hear the music. Well, I no longer hear the music. I no longer hear the music when the lights go out. Love goes cold and shades it out. The strange fates in my mind, it's all too clear. Music when the lights come on. The girl I thought I knew is gone. With her my heart to disappear. I no longer hear the music. I no longer hear the music.
Dear listeners, it has been 5 months since we lost all contact with the SS Santa Maria. We believed at the time that the crew and ship had disappeared without trace. The presence of the anomaly was deemed the cause of the disappearance. It was suspected that the crew may be still alive. Further analysis has now been put forward that disregards the original theory and also provides details of the ship's true disappearance. Dr. Sergei Malenko of the Department for Spaceflight Propulsion is on call with us this evening to provide the update. Good evening, Doctor.
Good evening, Mitchell. Please, call me Sergei.
Very well, Sergei. Have we met before?
Not that I recall, but I have met many news reporters.
You do sound awfully familiar.
How so? I am a Russian person. I sound like any other Russian to you? Maybe you have heard some of my presentations.
Perhaps.
I am a very busy man, Mr. Mitchell. Please, let us focus on the report, yeah?
My apologies, Sergei. I will proceed. My first question is, if the anomaly is not a wormhole as first theorized, what has your department instead found this anomaly to be?
Well, the Department of Spaceflight Propulsion has some of the world's most renowned physicians and data analysts. We were tasked to analyze the data from the Santa Maria.
Understood. But what did your department's research indicate?
That was not exactly the work of the department's research team.
How so? Please elaborate.
All the people they could have used. A sneaky undergraduate nuclear physics student who was only at work experience got a hold of the data.
A work experience student.
Yeah, we were all work experience students once, were we not, Mitchell?
Indeed, but this also sounds similar to the plot of the 20th century film Good Will Hunting.
I know not of one Good Will Hunting. Maybe I will watch it sometimes. But this student is truly gifted in the art of observation. As before, I do not have time to digress, Mitchell. Please, get on with the interview.
My apologies. I repeat my earlier question. What did your department's research indicate?
An anomaly that was initially theorized to be an Einstein-Rosenberg bridge. It was in fact a data error.
A data error? How is that possible?
I do not mean to disrespect the late professor's theories of this anomaly, or the missing crew at the Santa Maria for that matter, but our department or no other organization or independent researcher has so far been validated his findings.
And what has your department discovered?
There are large emissions of radiation from Jupiter. The emissions can cause corruption to data and electronics if they are not sufficiently insulated.
I am surprised by this report. The professor was renowned in his field. Are you certain of this?
I am, sadly. I believe the professor, like all of us, he wanted his theories to be true, that the crew will remain alive. It appears, though, the professor has correlated the corrupt data to show the existence of a wormhole. With the professor now deceased, we will never know the truth of why he decided to report this.
Indeed, his loss was tragic. I will try to remain on topic. Sergei, you also mentioned a new understanding of the DNA encoded in the signal from the apparent anomaly.
The DNA signal has always been verified as a signal from a DNA synthesizer found in a nearby laboratory.
And what of the Santa Maria?
Unfortunately, Mitchell, our research has indicated that the Santa Maria will never return to Earth.
How so? Are you saying for certain the crew are lost indefinitely.
Ah, yes. It is much regret in my voice that I must report this news to you, Mitchell, and the public watching at home. The department's analysts have always been able to proceed satellite imagery from the Jovial region around the time of the disappearance. Here you go. You can see how there is an exhausting trail moving to Jupiter's atmosphere before dispersing. Unfortunately, the light is seen on the pinnacle of the trail. Circulated here for your benefit is the Santa Maria.
That is truly shocking and disturbing news. Thank you for your update, Sergei. We shall leave you to resume your business.
Thank you, Mitchell. It is my duty if we should ever meet again, and I hope it is on better times. Do svidaniya.
That concludes tonight's interview. It is unfortunate that we have to bring such tragic news to you all. Our prayers are with the family and friends of the lost astronauts.
I don't mean to sound funny, given the situation we have just experienced, but at least we don't have to worry about drilling now.
That's true, John. I'm just grateful to be alive. Cyrus, are you okay?
I am alive as I have been at any other time in my life.
Okay then. I'm not sure if that implies any emotion or not. But what the heck. John, what's our current position?
We appear to be approximately 100 meters directly below the surface of our previous location.
What? How is that possible?
The surface of Europa is similar to Earth. It has the crust that floats on the top of the mantle. Unlike the Earth, Europa's surface is made of ice and the mantle of water. Together with compression caused by Jupiter's immense gravity and tug-of-war with the other moons, this can cause the ice planet to flip like an iceberg. Right now, we are in the Titanic and we are sinking.
Well, gosh. Thanks for the report, Dr. Cynical. I did not need someone to further highlight our imminent doom, but thanks anyways. I suppose you, the super genius of our crew, has a master plan?
Not at this time, but I'm working on it.
Well, we need to be quick. The rover isn't designed for high-pressure environments. The deeper we sink, the more vulnerable we become to the ocean's pressure.
Then here's what we do. Get into the submersible and we resume the mission.
No offense, John. That's more hair-braided plan than the master plan that you pulled. So how are we supposed to get to the submersible, John?
It's rather simple, Lee. We suit up, we enter the airlock, and work our way across the roamer to the submersible.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, mate, but in this instance, your plan could doom us all.
Lee is correct on this occasion. The moment you open the airlock, the overall buoyancy of the roamer will drop and increase the speed of the descent.
Wow, what other choices do we have?
Your plan could still work with a slight modification.
What would that be, Egghead?
Shut up, Lee. What help have you been so far? Here is my suggestion. We deploy the impact cushions.
Not exactly what it's designed for, but what the heck. It could create enough buoyancy to buy us some time to swim safely to submersible.
Good. If we are settled on a plan, then we need to move swiftly.
What was that?
I see nothing, Lee. We need to move fast. Come on, gear grip me.
Okay, but still, I'm sure that I saw something looking at us through the window.
I think the stress is getting to you, Lee. He's talking to himself and seeing things now. We need to maintain a rational mind in this perilous situation.
Cyrus, cut the crap. How much time will the cushions buy us?
Around 40 seconds before the cushions deflate under pressure.
That's all we need. You know the drill. Get into position, we move quick, and we stick together. Are we clear?
Aye aye, Captain.
I'm with you all the way on this.
Are we clear?
Crystal clear!
Crystal clear, John!
Let's move.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I'd always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore, 'cause I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. Gazing at people, some hand in hand, just what I'm going through, they can understand. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend, just what you want to be, you will be in the end. And I love you. Yes, I love you. Oh, I love you. In white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meaning to send. Beauty I've always missed with these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I
later. Sergei, my child, please take a seat.
Master, you wished to see me again, yeah? I hope my recent work satisfies you.
Your most recent work has been most exemplary, to say the least. How you have dealt with the Mitchell situation was completely beyond my expectations, Sergei. Well done.
Thank you, Master. I have full faith in the ways of the Hand, and I am honored to serve the Order.
Yes. Your ability to hide in plain sight and the use of our organization, as well as the influences of the media and the government, makes you a valuable asset to the Hand. You are my most devoted agent and my most favorite disciple. In fact, you remind me of a younger version of myself. Before that old fool Knowles had his way and crippled me with age.
Thank you, my master. You saved me from the orphanage where I had a rough life, and you provided me a purpose, a reason. I live to serve our Order. I live to serve the Hand.
Thus, as a reward for your dedication, Sergei, I will now make you one of my most trusted lieutenants. For in a few months' time, you shall become a herald.
Yet, I cannot believe it, Master. Is it true? Am I to be made a herald of the Hand?
Patience, Sergei. You must be patient and wait for a time. As you will see your gift now, while we also weather the coming storm. Let me show you the gift that will help usher in a new age of darkness.
I told you I saw something in the water. What the hell could it be?
Life. It confirms there is life on Europa.
You knew this.
I suspected as much. We need to investigate further.
But it could also consume us, Cyrus.
Not every animal is a monster.
That is a fair point, John, but why are they hanging out beside the ship?
We don't know of their intentions.
We have to view them not as monsters, but as animals, like fish.
Fair point. But what about harmful creatures like sharks?
We have defense measures. Don't worry, Lee.
I'm not worrying, I'm just thinking. But what if it doesn't stop us from being eaten alive whole?
You chose to be here. You must have at least imagined what could be hidden in the waters.
Personally, I never visioned a life here like this. Though I did imagine life. Something a bit more calmer, not just ice and water.
Well, the fact is, Lee, we have discovered life on Europa, and thus we should investigate further.
I agree. Let's power up the sub and turn the spotlights on.
I'm on it.
My destiny awaits me.
Okay, I've turned the switch lights on. What now?
Let me get into the seat, please.
Of course.
Thanks, Lee. I'll spin the sub around, see what's about.
I'm not seeing anything.
Do we not have thermal imaging?
Yes, we do, Cyrus. There's a thermal remote camera you should be able to access from your console.
Interesting. I can see heat signatures all around. 9 individual bodies moving forward 12 meters.
Wait, whoa! What is that?
Merfolk, unbelievably, how is that possible?
What are you talking about, Cyrus?
Merfolk are from ancient mythology, half person, half fish.
You're right. They do have a human-like appearance, actually.
Yes, that's not what's the question. But why do we have stories of mythological creatures on Earth that actually exist on Europa's oceans? They must be real.
Who? What? What are you talking about? What's real?
The gods. They must be here.
Gods! You, the amethyst, talking about gods? Deities?
I don't mean literal gods, but highly advanced sentient beings.
Alright, Cyrus, level with me here. Are you serious?
I only do serious. We need to investigate further.
Wow. What do you suggest, Mr. Egghead?
It's possible that there's a creature out there that we need to document. In the meantime, we need to record all the camera feeds for our research and records.
That sounds like an easy task to do, I suppose.
Interesting. What other mythological creatures could be down here?
That's a good question. There are such as dragons. One can think of as a siren. The sirens are female humans in appearance and could use beautiful singing voices to lure sailors to their death.
In that case, my suggestion is, if we encounter such beings, don't leave me in charge.
Documented. Let's keep moving for now. Let's see what's going down there.
Wow. I never seen Cyrus so emotional until now. It almost brings a tear to my eye. But then I remembered who he is.
The nut finally cracked.
Wait, am I seeing something glowing?
Get closer, I need to see it.
What's that? A jellyfish?
That's so alien. A glowing jellyfish.
It's not so different to what we see in the deep within the Earth's oceans.
Do you think this ocean is the seed for the Earth, Cyrus?
I am becoming more certain of it. Or at least both planets have the same source. I have been to evaluate panspermia theory for many years. Now I have evidence that proves beyond my doubt my theory.
I regret joining the mission, and even if I die after seeing this life, it was worth it.
I feel the same. I am intrigued.
As am I. Well, what now, super genius?
Is there anyone home?
What do you mean, you crazy nugget? There isn't anyone here.
The artifact suggests someone has been here before, and they're still here.
But how would we find out?
We could scan for signals.
Okay, just to sell them out, I'll be the scanner. As the old saying goes, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. Well, nothing so far.
There's still time.
I'll keep moving forward for now. There's a lot of ocean to explore.
Interesting. There's a large thermal body 20 degrees from our current direction.
I'll move us towards it.
It's breaking up and dispersing.
Oh my God! What is that?
What I can make from here, Lee? It's fish.
What? Really? A fish? Then why do they have no eyes?
Evolution. It's decided that due to the low light concentration, they have no need for eyes.
Lee, if you are scared of some fish, how are you going to react to the giant squid?
A squid? Where? John, don't joke like that. Besides, I ain't scared of no fish.
What's that? What's showing, Lee?
It's something on the scanners. A faint signal that has been detected.
It has to be them. We need to investigate further now.
Hold it. Should we not shouldn't investigate it, Cyrus? We have been told not to make first contact without reaching out to your NASA.
Bullshit. What are they gonna do?
John, what do you think?
In fairness, I think Cyrus is right. We have no idea how we are getting out of this dimension. They may actually be the only ones that can help us now.
Then let's head towards the signal ping. For how far away is it?
Roughly 15 miles. It's going to take a while to get there. I suggest you guys focus on your objectives, and I will focus on driving. Could someone please get me a drink?
Well, I think there's coffee in the ration packs. Perhaps I'll make some for us.
Sounds cool. Bring me a bottle.
Alright. Well. MIT graduate, a renowned inventor and the head engineer of your NASA projects, has now been reduced to a coffee boy on Europa. How could this day get any better?
Good evening, listeners. In our last report, we received a disturbing update of the Europa mission. Unfortunately, it had been confirmed that the SS Santa Maria and its crew had been lost within Jupiter's atmosphere. Now a rescue mission has been planned to find any evidence of the crew's fate and to resume the mission if circumstance allows. Our friend Dr. Sergei Malenko is on call again to provide news of the plan. Good evening, Sergei.
Good evening, Mitchell. It is an honor to be invited onto the show again.
We hear of an attempted rescue mission to discover the crew's fate and possibly bring them home. What details can you provide of the plan?
Indeed, Mitchell. My own department is supporting the mission.
Yes, I have heard your department is providing a J-class vessel for the mission.
We have a prototype in development at Lunar 6. It will take 3 weeks to prepare and for deep flight.
And how long would the flight take to reach the Jovian system?
I do not have the mass with me, but in the current time window, only 2 months.
That is much faster than the Santa Maria. How is that possible?
We made an advancement in propulsion system, mainly thanks to the research work of the crews on Dr. Cyrus. Therefore, it is almost an obligation to use the technology in order to launch a rescue mission to find him and the other crew members.
This mission is being launched at massive expense. How is it being funded?
Governments and organizations have agreed to compensate the mission in exchange for resource rights on Europa.
But under the 2066 Shared Resources Act, this type of business was deemed illegal.
It is technically illegal, but due to the circumstances, it was the only way we could launch a rescue mission in such a narrow time frame.
But that doesn't change the facts that this type of behavior is unethical.
I don't have time to debate this, Mitchell. If it is a concern to you, I suggest you take it up with your delegate in the Grand Council. Do you have any more questions in regards to the rescue mission?
That's fair, Sergei. You do not have to make decisions on such matters. Yes, my final question for this evening, if you have time. Do you know who crewed the vessel?
At this time, the final crew has not been decided. However, I will personally captain the mission.
That's very brave of you, Sergei. The world will know of your contribution to the mission.
Thank you, Mitchell. Now I have matters to attend to.
Of course, Sergei. Thank you for your time. Good night.
До свидания, Mitchell.
That's the end of our report. Perhaps the mission will offer clues to the true fate of the SS Santa Maria and its crew. For now, we can only remember the sacrifice and offer support to their family and friends. Good night.
John, why are you humming?
Am I?
Yeah, you're humming. Or at least making some sort of noise.
Strange, I hadn't noticed.
Why are you not heading towards the coordinates of the signal?
I'm seeing a faint ping on the sonar. Not sure what it is. Perhaps a whale-like animal.
It could be. I want to head to the radio signal, but as we are here, I am curious about the ping.
I don't like the sound of this. If it's anything like a whale, then we're expecting an animal with huge proportions.
It doesn't make it aggressive.
Whales are intelligent social creatures. An animal that uses echolocation to communicate doesn't make them hostile.
Yes, but it doesn't mean that we have to investigate closely.
We are here to investigate certain curiosities. My goal is to gather information on the source of the sound and then move on towards the radio signal.
It'll be fine, Lee. Don't worry.
If there's something hunting for us, we would know by now.
Or waiting for the right moment. You're doing it again.
What now?
Humming.
Really?
You could have not noticed?
I can hear some music playing. Can you not hear it?
No. To be blunt, you have not rested for a long time. Perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you.
I guess that's possible. I feel ready to drop at any moment, and my cognitions are failing me. After we track down the radio signal, I will rest.
That sounds like a good idea. I can operate the submersible if necessary.
Yes. Yes, you could, Lee. How far now?
Roughly 100 meters away. The music's getting louder. Can you not hear it?
No, John. We have already determined the music was the source of your own imagination.
Get some rest, John. Let us drive.
Not now. Just let me focus on the mission, guys.
Very well. We're just offering to help. You are humming again.
When?
Just now. Are you sure you are okay?
I'm fine. Just let me focus on the mission, Lee. We're almost at the ping.
Okay. Just anytime you need a break, say it.
Lee, just let me focus. I need to see what's out there.
That's what my concern right now. You're not usually this eager, dude.
I agree. I have also noticed a sudden change in your behavior.
I have a good feeling about this. Please, just let me drive.
I'm not so sure. Maybe we should gather some visual information. Is there anything on the thermal imaging camera?
Let me check. Sounds interesting. I am seeing a large heat signature. Perhaps another school of fish?
Yeah. Or a giant egg-eating monster.
Let's get closer. I want to find out.
Oh, you're still doing it!
Honestly, I did not realize we should be able to make direct visual observations soon.
Yes, we are very close now. Let me check. Get closer to the window so I can check.
Wait, what's that? A glowing mermaid?
It's not a mermaid. It's a little
What now?
A door. It draws prey into a mouth of a predator. Let me move the spotlight.
I don't want to be that thing's dinner. John, get us out of here now.
No, I must get closer. I need to find the source.
John is under the effects of a siren creature. We need to seize control of the vessel.
What? How?
Like this. Get some rope, Lee.
Let me go. I need to see the music.
I can't find any rope. Will this take two?
Hurry up. I can't pin him down for any longer. He's resisting.
The music.
What now?
Drag him to the airlock and keep him in there. I will get us out of here ASAP. Airlock door sealed.
Cyrus, did you just lock me in here?
Sorry, Lee. I can't risk you on escaping. I'm headed towards the radio signal. Once we're there, far enough away, I'll let you both out.
Oh, come on, man! Please don't leave me in here with him!
Shut up, Lee. Don't worry. I'm going to have you in there forever. Or open the external door.
Oh, Cyrus, this is no time for jokes. Just let me out!
Soon, Lee. We are not far from the radio signal source. Once we can verify that John is of sound of mind, I will release you. Just make sure he doesn't choke or anything.
And what if he gets loose? He may get aggressive.
John won't hurt you. He is tied up and intoxicated by the music.
If anything happens to me, Cyrus, I'll make sure you are blamed for my loss.
Lee, don't worry. I'll let you out soon. We are getting closer now.
What do you mean?
The radio signal. It must be here.
Do you see anything?
Not yet.
What's that?
Oh, it's just a computer.
It doesn't sound familiar and I should know. I'm its programmer after all. Let me out, Cyrus! I can help!
Soon, Lee. Only once I am certain John is of sound of mind.
Well, what's he gonna do? He's tied up and locked in here!
It cannot be.
Listen, Cyrus, let me out!
Atlantis.
Atlantis? That's crazy talk, Cyrus. Let me out and I'll prove it!
Soon, Lee. Let me get closer.
Cyrus, what is happening?
A portal is opening.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Press the doorbell.
Very bad idea, Cyrus. When I get out of here, I'm gonna end you!
It's already too late, Lee.
No time to joke, Cyrus. Let me out of here!
A vortex is forming in the water from the portal. Snaking towards us.
Cyrus, you grade A dum-dum! You're doing this all with your recklessness! We're about to die, John.
I am sorry, my friends. It has been an honor working with you.
Cyrus, I'm gonna... And that's the end of the show for this week, listeners. I hope you enjoyed the performance. See you all next time, and good night!
Good. Now I have the full attention of Terra. I have awaited for so long for my lambs to arrive. Once they find my prison, they will be ready for my games. I am in their minds as I have been in the minds of the masses of the centuries. They have been worshippers in their dreams. I taunt them and play mischief with them. With my brothers and sisters distracted, the time to rise from my eternal prison is on the horizon. With your gift, I shall be free and return to the earth. There, where my children await my command, with the influence, I will seize the domination of earth, entirely under my possession and leading my children to the new age of Hades.
I'm a man, well, the taste. I've been around for a long, long year. So many a man's soul and faith. I was round when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Made damn sure the Pilate washed his hands, sealed his fate. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Oh yeah. But what's puzzling you is just the nature of my game. Stuck around St. Petersburg when I saw it was the time for a change. Killed us all and his ministers. Anastasia screamed in vain. I rode the tank, had a generous rank. I went to blitzkrieg rage and the body stank. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Ah yeah. But what's confusing you is just the nature of my game. Watch her glee while your kings and queens fall for tender days. For the God save me, I shouted out, Gerald Kennedy. Well, after all, it was you and me. So let me please introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and chase. An alley track for troubadours who can't kill before they reach Bombay. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Ah, yeah. But what's buzzing you is just the nature of my game. Ah, yeah. I get down with it. Ah, yeah. You is just the nature of my game. just the nature of my game. Ah, yeah, get down with it. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Oh, baby. All right. All right. All right. Ooh, woo. Ooh, ooh. Tell me, baby, what's my name? What's my name? Won't you tell me, baby? What's my name? I want you to tell me, sweetie. You gotta come on